I made this video not realizing that I could have just used my second microphone, but I didn't know where it was. So, sorry for the shitty mic quality that you'll see coming in the video. Yeah. Well, I appreciate it if you stay and watch. Peace out.
Okay, so my first point is don't be annoying. Now, this is probably the most overlooked one in the entire list. What I'm trying to make you understand by me saying don't be annoying is don't be that teammate that irritates everybody else in the entire team. Whether it's trying to be a comedian mid scrim, trying to be a comedian mid map, if you're playing like a league or something, like you have to understand like we don't want you to ask stupid questions. Like dumb, annoying questions. Not only like questions, but like let's say you're trying to bring up an insecurity that someone on your team has. It's things like that makes them uncomfortable and it irritates them. So try not to be annoying. Don't be a comedian mid-map unless everyone else is laughing. It just doesn't make you look good in front of your teammates, and it's a bad trait to have. So always remember that. Okay, so my next point is don't put extra pressure on your teammates. Let's say you're in a league or you're in some kind of you're at a LAN, whatever the case may be, right? Let's say your teammate goes, or you're the person doing it, and you go, bro, these kids are ass. I was talking shit to them online. Let's not fucking lose to them, and that'll be embarrassing. Let's fucking beat these kids, bro. Like, I don't want to lose to these kids, bro. Like, if we lose to these kids, I'm gonna lose fucking full, man. Like, you're putting extra pressure on the entire team. It makes them feel uncomfortable, and they already know they're gonna lose the series because of that vibe you gave them. Once you do that, the whole team loses full. You're gonna lose the series. Literally, I've seen teams go down like 0-2, for example. Just be like, all right, man, let's play. Let's get going. Let's finish this series out, man. Let's just go. Then the other teammates know that the series is over before it even like the third map even begins because it's that bad of a vibe. Like everyone's vibe is destroyed. Everyone lost full. They're gonna get 3-0'd. That's it. That's a series, and everyone's pissed. Don't be that guy, and don't let your teammate be that guy, because it's gonna make the whole team have a negative vibe, negative energy, and you end up getting 3-0'd constantly. So always remember that. Don't put extra pressure. Okay, so my third point is try not to rage too often. Now I get it. Let's say you're mid scrim, and you're a North American player playing against, I know it's North America, but a Canadian host. Let's say you're playing against Canadians, right? A full team of Canadians. Chances are, unless they have some seriously good internet, like 2K internet, you're probably going to get some really bad bullet rate against them, and you're probably going to start raging. Now imagine being that other teammate who is for some reason doing good, whether it's he understands the bullet reg or if he's just doing really good. And you start like, bro, this fucking bullet reg is pissing me off. I can't hit my shots. Dude, he's fucking melting me. Instantly, everyone loses full. You want to know why? Because they can't take things seriously. Because you're the one raging. Now keep in mind, I want to make a quick disclaimer to all the points that I'm making. Most of the time, a player that goes into competitive Call of Duty from the get-go to where they are now, you're probably going to be doing all of this. All the points I'm making, you're doing all of these without even realizing it. So try not to feel too bad about yourself. Try not to feel too sorry for yourself, because at some point you're going to do it. We're all toxic in the end. But it's about reversing this. So with that being said, let me move on. Don't rage too often. Everyone loses. Everyone's gonna lose full sometimes. No big deal, right? But if you're gonna lose full, let's say like I do it sometimes. For example, let's say I get warrior on a kill, I'll be like fuck. But after I say that, if it's very loud or something, I'll instantly go into my teammate and I'll be like, I'm sorry. Make it quick. Just like fuck, sorry. Okay. At that point, they know, holy shit, this guy is still playing seriously. He just forgot about the kill he raged about. He's not losing full anymore, and we're all taking it very seriously, even though we're mid-map. So that's good. They see that. Now that they know you respect them to the point where you're going to forget about that stupid kill that guy got on you, you're instantly going to feel a lot better about yourself. Your teammates are going to respect you more often. Do that, and you'll probably be like succeeding more often than normal. So keep doing that. Fourth point is no patience. Now, this can be used in-game and out-of-game. Now, for this point, I'm going to be using it mostly out-of-game. What I mean by that is some people are very eager to get a good team and to just dominate the ladders, whether it's GBs or it's pro points, it's tournaments, it's a LAN event, it's a league. Most people are eager to get really good teammates and expect the first team that they get or the second team that they get to be God Squad material, and the second they don't become God Squad material, they feel disappointed and they feel pissed off, and it leads to a team breakup, right? I have been on since I started like really seriously competing in 2015. I have been on around, I want to say 12 or 13 teams, okay, and a lot of them failed. I think I had out of like let's say 13 teams, I think I've had like three at most that have succeeded very well, and online, right? Okay. Keep in mind, it took me, I want to say, a good year and a half to get the team I wanted and the team that has the same mindset as me to, what's the word, chase. And to chase and, I don't know what word to use. Let's just use chase, right? It took me a year and a half to chase, to get players around me that want to chase the same dream that I wanted, which is to become a professional player. Now, just because the teammates around you are like that doesn't mean they don't exist, okay? So if you feel like that they aren't dedicated enough as you, they're not watching film with you, they're not playing the game as hard as you, they're slacking off, they're showing up late, which that leads me to another further part of the video, then leave. Leave that team. I know it sounds crazy, but you're going to have a team hop here and there, not from organization to organization, but just team hop with like players. Like let's say you got a team of 4. If you feel like they're not all of them, or one of them or whatever, drop that player, but if the whole team, you got to leave them and go to another team and find people with the exact same mindset. Because if you don't, you're failing and you're wasting your time. You might get better as a player because you're playing a lot and that's good, but you need a team. As a matter of fact, you're going to need a team unless you're playing singles ladder, which you mean, that's bad. It's kind of cancerous. But anyways, you get the idea. So, no patience. It's going to come sooner or later if you keep putting your mind to it. Keep doing it. Fifth point, I believe it is. Is it my fifth point? I don't know. But my fifth point is like a two-parter in a sense, which I'm going to combine both of them in the same segment, and that is know self-worth as a player and know how to level yourself. Now, what I mean by self-worth is, let's say your teammates are talking shit to you, or there's a circle of players around you who you know for a fact from playing with them and playing against them that they aren't the greatest competition to play around with and play against, right? Remove yourself from that team or that circle that you're in. I'm not saying abandon them. I'm just saying don't play with them or against them as much because you know you're not really going to get anywhere playing against the same people or playing with the same people over and over again. You're just going in a circle and it just leads to the same thing, which is failure, okay? Now, by self-worth, just because you leave that team or that circle of players that are not that good, right? Okay, let's say they talk shit about you afterwards. They blame you for leaving. They call you a snake for leaving. Guess what? You do what's best for your career, and if you truly believe that the other players around you are better than the ones you have now, go for them, okay? Especially if they want you, because it's a clear-cut statement, like, I'll just quote Gunless here, don't wait. Don't wait. Like, Gunless is over what, two or three more championships than his other guys that haven't won since forever. I think Silly's like the only one that from the old United squad that won since they left. They broke up. So I mean, you got a clear-cut statement. Like, don't ever surround yourself with players for too long that you know are only going to hold you back. So know your self-worth as a player. Now the next part of this one is how to level yourself. This comes into play with the ego, right? So, okay, you know you're better than them, but you're probably not better than, let's say, I don't know, I'll name anybody random. You can say from Scump to Octane to fuck, it doesn't matter who it is, right? Don't go into every team thinking you're the best player, okay? It's not good for your mindset. Now, of course, you can sit there and think in-game, okay, I'm the best fucking player, I'm gonna gun everybody. Okay. But after the game, don't be sitting there fucking thinking like, better than that guy, better than that guy, better than that guy. When you just did it to the past like 3 teams you did. You have to realize that sometimes if you keep doing that, you're going to become the problem and a toxic player that you're trying not to be. So level yourself. You know you're not better than the guy that plays, let's say, top 16 at New Orleans, but you're better than the guys that plays top 64. You know what I'm saying now? Know how to level yourself. Don't fucking sit there and think that you're going to get first place the first CWO event because you're a nasty player. It takes a whole team to do that, and until you realize that, until you realize that, you're not going to get anywhere. So keep that in mind. Just because you're a good player, you can't expect some organization or team from like the pro circuit to pick you up and grab you because they're a nasty player. It takes a whole team to do it, and that's a fact. Okay, my 6th point in this one is know your teammates. Now, here's the part about this one, right? Know your teammates. What I'm trying to say about that one is connect with them. don't treat them like your business partners. Treat them like people, like your IRL friends. If you have some at school, for example, people that you call your best friends, you have to treat those same people in game as your ones you do out of game. So get to know them. Don't call them by their gamer tag. Call them by their first name. Talk to them. Talk to them about things other than Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Hang out with them. Um, you know, talk music, talk sports, talk anything you want. Get to know your teammates, because if that chemistry is really good and you feel like you can connect to that person very well, your in-game mindset is going to be a blast, especially if you know you like them a lot, because now you're all going to be not only having fun playing the game, you're going to like each other, you're going to respect each other doing it, and it's a shitload of fun, okay? That is something that I think a lot of people don't realize, is you can't just treat your teammates like they're nobody. You got to treat them like your best friends, and you got to treat them, and they have to treat you the same respect as you do them. If not, they obviously don't respect you as much. Get away from that circle, because it's not a good fucking idea. Because if you have no chemistry, you're gonna get shit on. You're gonna get shit on. No chemistry equals getting shit on. If you go into a match with like 3 of your best friends online that play Call of Duty, even though they aren't the best, there's a chance you might win that. Win or lose, you're gonna have a fucking blast, and it's gonna be fun as hell. Do it, because at that point, if you like them enough and respect them as players, you could possibly not only win, but win the next one. Do that, and you're gonna have a great time doing it, and it's just overall gonna make you feel, and not only your teammates, but yourself feel more confident going to every single match. So, I kind of mumbled a little bit around that one, so sorry about that, but I just want to make that point very clear. Okay, so this next one is called understand that money is not everything. Now, I know you guys can't see it from the angle that the camera's pointed at, but there is a TV mounted on my wall. That same TV I started playing with since God knows when. It has like a millisecond response time, and I played on that monitor. I played on an Xbox One before I had the PlayStation 4, and I grinded the hell out of it, and it got me to somewhere better. And I let my dad, he bought me a monitor. I bought my PS4. It's like a fly around me. Just know that money isn't everything to get where you are. There's really good players that play on TVs. There's good players that play without scuff. I have no scuff, and I'm called, really nasty by a lot of the players, and that they respect me. And just know money isn't everything. So I'll say it's not even about that. It's about tournaments, and you're paying for a shitload. Let's say you're a rich guy, you're paying for a shitload of tournaments. Yeah, you can play in a bunch of tournaments, but you're not going to get anywhere, because you're just going there thinking, okay, if I lose in this one, I can just get the next one because I have money. Not going to work. It's only going to get you to a DFR. Okay, double first round. Alright, you're screwed. And just because you sit there thinking, oh, I have a scuff, I don't have a MIGS amp, I don't have an Astro headset, that stuff doesn't make you a pro. That's just equipment that is like a cherry on top of the ice cream that you can make yourself, if that makes any sense. It's your job to make the ice cream. If you end up getting the money to buy those things, that's just a cherry on top. It's a sweetener, okay? Just know that. So money isn't everything, whether it's tournaments or it's equipment for your actual gameplay. Just know it isn't everything. My last and final point of the video is take risks. Let's say you and your duo, or your trio, or your whole squad for that matter, gets an opportunity from another organization that will fund you, and your current organization doesn't do that. Take that risk and bring them to that organization alongside yourself. The same thing if, let's say, it's you and your duo or yourself going to a different team or organization. Take the risk if you believe they're better, and they give you factual statements and opportunities that are definitely better than the one you have now. Take it, because you have to understand, you can be the most humble person you can be, but it's a problem when you start thinking about other people too much, when you have no time for yourself, and it's like you make it your job to look over other people, when you have to sometimes, and it's a harsh thing to say, but you have to look out for yourself sometimes. If you don't, then you get the shit end of the stick, and you find yourself trapped, and you can't do anything else but sit there and try to grind all over again to every step I repeated in this video, trying to build yourself, and it doesn't work out. That is the biggest problem. Look out for yourself. If you don't, you are screwed. So that's like my last and final point of the video, is to take risks, and overall, that's how to be a better teammate. Every point I made in this video has how to be a better teammate. I'll be making a separate part to this. I'm not sure I'll be making it tonight, so you might see me in the same apparel. If not, I might be making a video tonight, so therefore it might be uploaded the day after this one. If not, I could upload it both times. I'm still deciding on it, but thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped you, and I hope the tips I gave you will help, be shared among the community, and hopefully you yourself and other teammates around you learn from this video, and that's my main goal. So, hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all can understand why I had the bad mic quality, bad camera quality. I'm not the richest person in the world, so hopefully my tips made up for that. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Have a good one. Much love. Peace out.